Bannon, Always the Rebel by Keith Koffler. It's an easy read and it's a good biography about Steve Bannon. Bannon is not only learned and always reading to learn more, he is committed to applying his knowledge to the world around him. Bannon is deeply faithful Catholic, and here are the 6 books which influenced him. The books were The Imitation of Christ by Thomas Kempis, The Spiritual Exercises of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, The Brotherhood of the Common Life and its Influence by Ross Fuller, The History of the War, The History of the Decline and Fall of Roman Empire by Edward Gibbon, and Lives of Noble Greeks and Roman. Bannon wants to learn. He wanted to be successful because he did not want his future to lie in a junkyard. His sister Mary Beth says that even now when Steve comes to Richmond to visit, he heads into used bookstores and emerges with pile of books. All his houses today, they have beds in them, but they are libraries. He buys houses to store all his books in. He goes in and builds bookshelves and put books on them. Even he was the anti-establishment guy. He is the guy fighting the system. Bannon was still all about self-improvement, getting a master's degree in national security studies from Georgetown, working it as a naval officer, and in 1985, 2 years after he left the Navy, earning an MBA from Harvard University. Bannon's brutal work ethic and his drive for deals and success seem to have been born as much out of determination to succeed and win as it was a desire to get rich. Bannon has got 2 interests: making movies and politics. Bannon films, there are no shades of grey, only black and white, sinner and saints, demon and angel. Bannon film embody the 2 great intellectual passions of his life, history and philosophy. Bannon quoted Reagan, the speech which he gave in 1961. Freedom is never more than 1 generation away from extinction. We did not pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected and handed on for them to do the same, or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free. Barack Obama added 10 trillion in debt to the approximately 10 trillion dollars he inherited. We have 2 systems in this country. We have socialism for the very poor. We have socialism for the wealthy. We have capitalism for the middle class, Bannon said. Many former employees of Breitbart News are afraid of Steve Bannon. He is vindictive, nasty figure, infamous for verbally abusing supposed friends and threatening enemies. Bannon gave 3 divorces and have temper tantrums. Grote was the philosopher in 1340 to 1384. He believed it was more important to have the right knowledge than all knowledge. British exit, the British referendum vote in favor of separating from the European Union, the victory of Trump and the shocking for the others. Bannon told, we have deindustrialized this country and sent all the good jobs in China, India and Brazil. This thing's called free trade. We have been gamed by the policy of China, India and Brazil, and so there are no jobs, he said. China is exporting at both deflation and overcapacity. Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, signed 2 tariff bills during the Civil War, and protectionism remained standard Republican policy through Herbert Hoover. The American system is the centerpiece, Bannon said. A country is not an economy. A country is a culture that has an economy. The American system is about the nurturing of an economy that has manufacturing, agriculture, all of that, that can sustain the American family and therefore American society. We are so close to losing America as the culture we know, Bannon said. That is why there is an crisis. I mean, we have a crisis in the Midwest and with the working class around the country where people have lost their jobs and now they have to get government assistance. They lose their dignity. And what they do? Bannon suggests the country's greatest export today are its own industries. We are a colony of China, he says. We ship them copper and we ship them oil and natural gas and beef and agriculture products. Yes, we do ship some Boeing jets and some other thing, but essentially we are a colony of China. Bannon said, we don't need a million immigrants in this country. Particularly, we do not need a million immigrants that don't come with a real set of skills. America has an underlying culture that has been passed down from Jerusalem to Athens to Rome to London. It is the belief in self-reliance. It is the belief in self-determination of the individual. It is the freedom to be traditional family. One of the 6 books Bannon listed as most important to him was Edward Gibbon's 18th century masterpiece, The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Bannon loves this book. Romans built this great empire and how it all slipped away over time. Bannon sees Roman decline and fall as certainly on 2 factors. The elite class become corrupt and detached from the citizenry, and the empire become overrun by immigrants. We need tougher medicine. We need to stop Muslim refugees to enter the West. Bannon rejects nation building as unworkable, thinks that rather than trying to democratize the world, we should pursue our national interest and believe that trying to mold other countries in our own democratic image is a fool business. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Roman, another of Bannon's top 6 books, teaches the virtues that politicians must have to lead wisely and avoid military catastrophes. Bannon wanted to spur outrage. You got to play on the anger, he said, the passion and the anger. No change has ever come to the world that anger was not built first. The American Revolution, people were pissed. You got to get them to get on the boat and throw the tea over the side. Some talked about issues that establishment politicians did not want. The swapping of American culture by illegal immigration, unfair trade practices that hurt working class American, especially in manufacturing. Bannon told Trump, stick to the nationalistic message, stick to the populist message, stick to the fact that Hillary Clinton is the establishment. She is the status quo. Bannon said, I am very proud of getting the United States out of Paris Accord, getting us out of all the environmental nonsense, all the environmental deals that were terrible for the country, that were there to suppress our economic growth and allow polluters like China to have free reign. The West became great not because of paperwork and regulation, but because people were allowed to chase their dreams and pursue their destiny. It was an ideology that represented Bannon's era of tireless reading, reflection, filmmaking and journalism, and it was now being expressed to the world by the President of the United States who shared Bannon thinking. Bannon said, everybody knows we are at economic war with China and everybody knows we are losing.